$50. She wanted some money back. And, but she's really not at this point. She said interested in doing anything. She will share, and help me. And who knows? I don't know, who knows what might happen with all that. So I'm being open about it, but I'm not, I've sent her stuff and I've encouraged and stuff, and she's kind of gone like this. And so it'll be a periodic, hey, Carmen, hey, how about this? Why don't you join us? That sort of thing. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But she's older, she's like 65. So she's got a lot of stuff going on with coaching. She's doing some kind of thing with some kind of light therapy, which I don't quite understand. And she's kind of eclectic, person.
Yeah.
And living out in the desert from Fort Collins, Colorado to the desert. So big change for her. Anyway, we'll see. I'm open. And I keep thinking about Cheryl. I should have invited her tonight, even though she probably wouldn't show up. But I've kind of disconnected from her a little bit. I need to start being more in touch with her and just see where, if she's even interested in doing anything. So we'll see.
Yeah. I know, we'll talk about goals here in a little bit, but I know with the current team that we have, even not even talking about new people, just kind of getting a lot of them re-engaged, because I know we have a lot of them on our team that aren't, plugging in. So I think setting up a connection call with them, with myself or Jill or Brittany, just to kind of see where they're at. We just love them where they're at, but if they want to do something more, it might be the right time, and they just need somebody to, kind of spark the interest again in them. Does anybody else have any new team member announcements, or anybody they're working on or about to sign up or anything right now? Okay. Well, I forgot to start recording at the very beginning, so I started recording midway through yours, Mom, but so I'll just back up for a second so that people can listen to this that couldn't make it on the call. This is our Relentless team call. I think the last time we had one was in February, so it's been a little while. We just got back from the Juice Plus Live conference, us four on here, and I think it really got us kind of wanting to re-engage a little bit more. I know many of us have been busy and lots of life stuff, but we want to make sure that we carry on our team meetings and planning for at least a month or two in advance. I think it's always good to have events on calendars. So that's really the purpose of this call. And then to meet new team members that might jump on. So we'll move on to the next item on the agenda, which is really just celebrations. And we kind of talked about some of our new promotions with Jamie as a new VF, virtual franchise, Karen Heffley as a new HLP. And then we also have a new sales coordinator, Leanne Romer. So congratulations, everyone. I know that March was a big month for those promotions, usually going into conference. And funny enough, though, we're not going to have a qualifiers day anymore. I don't know if you've seen that. So we're going to really have to start working on preparing for promotion sooner than the day before the last day of the month. So just made me thinking about some of the promotions that we had in March being towards the end of the month as well. So the goals for the remainder of 2019, I'll start by saying that I got a little bit fired up about starting to really put a timeline back to my goals. Everybody knows I've always had a goal with our team to get us to National Marketing Director. But the timeline has kind of been nebulous a little bit. But knowing that Austin is a big, in our backyard event coming in October with the Juice Plus Live there, I really feel like if it's God's will that QNMD is definitely reachable with this team. We have quite a bit to go to get there, but I think that if it's God's plan and with the effort that we have all put in the not so distant past that we could do it again. So that's one of my goals. Does anybody else want to chime in and mention their goals? I know Jill was going around to our chats and asking our goals. I know many people, kind of have that at the top of their mind if you feel comfortable sharing.
Well, I think for me, I want to qualify my business. I haven't for a while, and so I just want to keep adding customers. And it's funny. I started thinking, I guess you have to have the 12 trios, right, to qualify. Is that correct? Is there 24? 12, 24, right? So just starting to really count, well, how many I got and how many I got to go today. And I got a trio today, so I thought, okay, I'm like one more ahead than what I had. So I just kind of breaking it down in my mind of what's going to be required to do that, and just keep sharing. And it was interesting. I went, I did that one event in, was it January, February? I can't remember. Maybe it was January. It was at Crowley Wellness Fair, and I got about 20 names. And I followed up with them. I checked today. I followed up with everybody about 5 times. I haven't really heard back. But I finally heard back from somebody today, and I know this kind of maybe off target a little bit, but I heard back from somebody. And all she did was she just said stop, and it kind of okay. And then I just said, I thought about it for a minute. Usually kind of feel rejected and just and not respond. And I thought, well, I just need to let her know I heard her. So I said, well, I will, and I really thank you for telling me that. And I just wish you the best health ever. And I was shocked that she came back with, well, I'm really going to pray for your business. I really hope you do well. I can't afford it right now, right? Maybe later. But to me, that was a sign that if I'd have just let it go, not responded to that person, because I was kind of hurt at the beginning, at least she's, because she just said stop. That's all she said. And then, and it was just like for a moment for me to got to realize, this is an opportunity to continue having a relationship with this person. Let her know that I heard her and I appreciate it and I wish her the best. And we'll see what goes with that. Who knows? Maybe nothing, but I felt really good about my choice of how I handled it. I know that's just one person, but it's one person and it's one person and it's one person. And that's kind of how I'm thinking about it a little better. And I really felt good about it. And one other thing, I know this is totally off target. Jesse, remember when and maybe I said it to you, Karen, too, when we were at the party, the team party, and I know this probably says you don't want to tape, but I said, I think I'd rather be at the dentist than at this party because, that is just not me. I said that. And it's the funniest thing. I was reading in my Bible study book, this author was giving an example where she'd rather, she's not a real social person, and she went into this event, and the thing that came to her mind, she said, I'd rather be at the dentist. And it's just like, oh my goodness. That was perfect, because I know exactly, and this is a real live person who was giving an example of, and that's exactly how I felt. But she said, Jesus is leading you to go and love on people. That's what he expects from you, whether you like it or not, or you're comfortable with it, but you have to keep doing that. And that was like, wow, for me. And you girls know me, and I'm just I love people, but it's just like, I don't need to be in that kind of, close contact with them. But so I had a couple of ahas just all yesterday, and just like I was kind of like tripping out yesterday with all this. But anyway, I know I'm crazy.
No.
Just little things like that, just it just make a big difference for me, because I'm in my head all the time, and I need to get in my heart more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get out of my head and get in my heart. Yeah, that's
Well,
kind of my theme, I guess.
Yeah, you bring up a good point, Mom, because I feel like if you look at this as just selling a product, which I know none of us do, but sometimes we get into that like mindset, I need to find customers, and think of it as, they always say relationship building and ministering to people, like being the light for people, being a person that, doesn't react to someone saying stop in a text message and saying, dude, why are you so rude, or something like that. And you responded with a kind thing. And was very thoughtful about it. That is ministering probably to someone, because I doubt she would have responded at all if you're like, you're rude, you know, like, why'd you say it, you know? And the way you responded, she responded, you know? So
Yeah.
you kept that relationship going. And I think if we think of this as really relationship building and ministering to others, and not as we're trying to just cram Juice Plus down their throat, like you know, that ministers to you even more, right? So it's like a double whammy. Like, you get to help people and you get to help yourself too, in a way, and further, hopefully further God's kingdom through that. But anyways, just made me think that. But that's good, Mom. You had some
Yeah, I had an epiphany yesterday, so it's all good.
Anybody else want to share about their goals for this year?
Sure, I will. I know you guys know that obviously I got a lot going on right now, so I'm not shooting for the stars or anything, but just looking to continue to qualify my business. And I want to add some volume as far as the number of customers, so that way I kind of feel really comfortable, like really secure with, you know, my PVC each month. And so just continuing to build relationships and network with people. And I did that event yesterday. I know, you know, Mom says you guys kind of know it didn't do much, but really just got me thinking about how to reach people. And I think it's going to be continue just to do one-on-one, but more try to, you know, if there's girls that are in Cushing or local, try to just, hey, you want to go to lunch, and just start inviting people to lunch and just building relationships that way, because there's several people that I know that I can, you know, connect with like that. So it's really just continuing to build the relationships, and yeah, just kind of building that volume for me. And then after baby comes, I'll shoot for the moon. So
yeah, because your why will grow a lot more by another cute little face. So
yeah, I just need to kind of keep it simple right now. I'm having a hard time kind of doing everything, and I don't want to overcomplicate the business, but I want to stay committed to it. So I think if I can put the practices in now, as far as how I'm reaching people and how I'm documenting it, how I'm following through, and using Teamsy, even though Teamsy is like, I look at some of these names and I'm like, I don't even know how to talk to these people. Like, you know, but I think it's just being brave and finding little ways to just try to reach them and connect with them. And eventually, hopefully, something will blossom. We'll see. And I'm thinking too, with once I get involved in school and other mommies, I'll have a lot of opportunities to share. Kind of already seeing that. So yeah, just that's my goal, is staying committed.
Yeah, and speaking of Teamsy, I don't know if you've used the scripts on there, but there's like some good scripts on there that can give you ideas of what to say. That's not just like vomiting Juice Plus on them, you know.
Yeah, it's just some of them. It's just I literally, it's like an acquaintance. It's like I haven't even talked to them in like forever. So it's like, how do I? So I think it's like as simple as like just liking their comment or commenting on their posts. Like I literally think that's where it's gonna start.
Yeah.
And just kind of being consistent with that, so they kind of see me, you know, engaging with them, and then try to ramp it up and messaging them something, you know, that you know, sometimes things come across like, oh, sick kid, or, you know, somebody passed away or something, and then sending a message specifically about a topic. So yeah, just kind of being creative with how to connect with people. So.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Yeah, you'll definitely get a lot more new circles of people when school starts and sports start. That's for sure. Karen?
Which one? Me?
Just you. There's only one on. Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was another one. Yeah, I'm with Susan and Jessica on the same thing. and I'm learning that this is a ministry. So I'm doing a lot more personal development and reading books and things like that, because I think that's what I need to do to forward the learning of this and everything, and relationships, and do some more three-way connection calls.
Good. So we all have very tangible goals, so that's good. I think to have a goal and to set some sort of timeline to it is always good. You may not hit it, but if you don't put a timeline to it, you're probably never going to get there. So I would encourage you to, like, you know, say if you want to have your business qualified by June or something, or you want to add 5 more customers by, you know, May or whatever, have like some numerical tangible goals. Because I feel like if you keep them kind of soft and you don't set dates to it, you know, it's hard to achieve that and to have something to work towards, if you know what I mean. So I know y'all.
Really, Mom.
What are you doing, Mom?
Sorry,
Mom's
Cowboy went to say
holding up
hi.
Cowboy.
Hi.
Juice Plus.
Sorry.
You should
Biting
give
me.
Plus kitty.
You need to give Cowboy Juice Plus. Have you given it to him yet?
No, he's so particular. Probably end up throwing up all over the house. So. He's a throw-up cat. He's very sensitive stomach.
Maybe it'll help him from not throwing up. You never know.
That's true. I might give it a try. We'll see. Put it in his food. See if he'll lick it.
But yeah,
I can always bring it back to you, Jess. Do you want to go home to Oklahoma?
We'll end up a dead kitty around here.
Okay. Sorry.
all right. Well, so the bulk of this call is really to talk about events. I think my goal would be for the next the rest of this month in May to have at least one thing each week, whether it be something small or something bigger. I know that we talked about last week when we were at the Juice Plus Live conference, maybe doing like a Zoom call or some sort of event where we talk about what is Juice Plus Live, and we can have some stories be shared about how this conference has changed a lot of our lives and what exactly it is and why you need to get there, kind of a thing. So I think that's a very viable and easy thing to do. Does anybody have any comments around that one? And if yay or nay on it?
Well,
I think it's gonna be a very specific audience.
Yeah, I think, and we have to do it like next week. I think as soon as possible, right?
I was thinking like either probably like Thursday, the 25th. What do you think?
I'm available.
And we can do it on Zoom around this time, 8:30. Just do 30 minutes. And Mom, do you have the bandwidth to work on like maybe a rough idea of how to structure it? And
Sure.
just assign people to the, you know, sharing about their Juice Plus Live experience. Maybe we can find something on the Juice Plus Insights website that talks about what the conference is, and kind of I could open, or one of us can open with that, and you know, we can tell a couple stories and then close with a call for an invitation to the next Juice Plus Live conference in Austin, kind of thing.
Yeah, let me look into that.
Yeah, and it can really be emphasizing, I think, the community and getting a feel for what, you know, what this community is. I feel like you get that at the conference and you don't get that outside of the conference, you know, as clearly, I should say, outside the conference as you do at the conference. So maybe emphasizing the Juice Plus community.
So would we be invited, like some of our distributors or some of our customers? I can't see inviting people that don't know anything about Juice Plus to something like that. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, I would invite all my customers and all of my current distributors and those that
Okay.
I have on my dream team list that aren't distributors that I think that would be interested at some point. So yeah, I wouldn't probably invite prospects unless you know that they know about Juice Plus in some form or fashion, and you
Okay.
think you might be interested in hearing about it. But
Okay. So you're gonna do a little flyer for that then?
sure.
Okay. All right. I'll look into some structure. And so I'll go out on the sites and see if there's anything out there. Yeah, I think I took some pictures of the speakers and stuff. Might be able to use that. Maybe a couple slides or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So does next
Okay.
Thursday work for everyone?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. And then I know Tower Gardens, we've done one before, and Karen, you mentioned maybe doing that one again. I think it's a perfect time to try to put a Tower Garden one on because it's spring. And we already have, I'm pretty sure we already have the slides somewhere, Mom, probably on Dropbox.
Yeah. One thing, I think the next thing we need to do is Shred 10 because the Shred 10 starts on May 6th.
Okay.
Should we do that then the week of the 29th and then maybe the week after that or whatever, do the Tower Garden?
Yeah. What if we do, I'm traveling in 29th, 30th, and 1st, so the first time I could do it would be the 2nd, but that would be pretty quick turnaround for ordering. What do y'all think? I mean,
Well, I mean, we could wait and not do one for May and just do it for June, I guess.
I mean, I don't have to be, if somebody else wants to champion it, I don't have to be the one who does it. I could just try to join in if I'm available.
Well, my computer's not great about all that. It's the only problem that I have.
Let's just do May 2nd, Shred 10, and then if something comes up where we can't do it, unless you want to do a Facebook Shred 10 versus a Zoom.
Do we have a script for that, or did we do a Facebook Shred 10?
Yeah, I did one last fall. I think I probably still have the event in here saved. Yeah, I did it in October. And I call it The Journey to a Healthier You Shred 10.
Well, when would you be able to do that then?
We could do it on,
That was a one-day event, right?
yeah, we just did it like, we did posts, we did stories, and we did posts. Remember?
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just one, it looks like it was one evening. So do you want to do it like Sunday, May 28th, that evening?
You mean April 28th?
Yeah, April 28th.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'll let everybody else speak up.
That would work.
So that would just be a Facebook. So we would just go in and do our stories and, okay.
Yeah, I can create the event and invite y'all in. I think we interjected like, let's see, one story there. That was you. Jess told her story too. I told my story. So yeah, 3 stories, or we could do 4, Karen, whoever else can join in, tell their story.
Okay.
Okay. So that would be April 28th. Then we could just skip that next week since we kind of stacked them
Yeah.
each other, and do like the week of the 6th. Maybe do Tower Gardens like on the 9th maybe.
Sure.
What if we did a Tower Garden where we do it early enough where we can tell people that they want to get a Tower Garden for Mother's Day, like a Mother's Day thing?
When's Mother's Day? May
12.
20th or something?
12.
Well, that would make it kind of tight that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do, we could go back up to May 2nd. We're just really jam packing them in pretty close. Do you want to lead the Tower Gardens one, Karen, on the 2nd?
Yeah, I could do that.
And we could do a Zoom. We have all the slides. We could just send it to you and you can look them over. And I can pull the slides up. I can still lead it and just pull the slides up, and then you can just talk through it.
Okay, can I do it on my Kindle?
Yeah, you'll just be talking and I will do the slides. So I'll do it from my side. I'll transition the slides or whatever. You just talk through it. Does that make sense? It's just,
Yeah.
we have a script with it, I believe, Mom, if you recall.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I'll get that to you, Karen. Or I'll get you
Okay.
access to Dropbox. Do you know how to use Dropbox, Karen?
No, I have it, but I don't use it frequently enough.
Okay. Well, I'll try to send it to you, although sometimes it's too big to email.
I think I have it printed. So let me try to find it, and if I have it printed, I'll just give it to you tomorrow, Karen.
Okay.
You think it would be better to do the Tower Garden as a Facebook event?
No, we've only done it once, and we just did it as a Zoom. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we haven't created a Facebook event for it. It kind of takes some extra work because you have to create all the verbiage for each of the posts. So it would take more time. Since we already have maybe a Zoom, since we've already done a Zoom, we might as well just do that.
Yeah. I've got it around here somewhere.
And then if you can create like a flyer for that, Karen, and just pop it in our chat. I think I have like a flyer, a previous flyer that I could show you that I made, but okay. And then the next week is, I know for those that are local, is the Meant for More. Well, I'm not sure if it's going to be Meant for More, if that's the topic, or what it's going to end up being, but on the 15th of May, there's the live event with Jill and Rhonda, because they're going to be in town for their national marketing director meeting here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that week. And so on Wednesday, May 15th, we're going to do an event. Brittany's going to come, maybe Heidi, and then also I think some of the local people on Brittany's team, and then anybody just local to invite to that. And I'm not sure where yet. I thought it was gonna be at my house, but then thinking about it and having that baby shower on Saturday here, it might be better to just really do it outside of the house, but then we have to find a place, and I don't know if there's rental fees and all that stuff. So to be determined where. And I would like to do the Meant for More. So Jess, if you are available that evening or can pencil it into your calendar, it would be awesome, because we could just try to zoom you in and to tell you the Meant for More story. like we were planning to do when it was originally going to be a live event.
Right.
I will get more details here soon. I got to nail down Jill and figure out what would be best and where. They were kind of thinking about doing it somewhere central, like Arlington. But I'm not well versed on where to do things like that without paying some sort of room fee, So that is for sure going to be a live event. Just don't know where. Okay. And then that would be May 15th. So then it would be the week of May 20th and the week of May 27th. Probably the week of May 20th, I'm going to leave open because I know it's like almost the end of school and there's like graduation and stuff like that. So maybe, I know the week of the 27th is Memorial Weekend. Weekend of the 27th, so Monday would be probably out, but we could do we haven't done one in a while, Freedom Revolution Zoom or something like that week, like a call for the business. But I think I go out of town on the 30th for ASCO. I don't know. Does anybody have any ideas of anything unique or different?
Well, we did the healthy living revolution web walk. We did that once. We did the Omegas once.
Have we done it twice, I think.
Oh, I know we did one on children's gummies.
Healthy Starts for Families. That's a good idea. We could do like a whole thing on the program. I wonder what's out there on that.
Let me look.
Because there's a lot of like statistics and slides that, I feel like corporate presents that talk about the Healthy Starts for Families and, less school days missed and eating more fruits and veggies and all those stats. And we can kind of weave in, just how children's health, maybe we can find some statistics on children's health, current, health trajectory, and maybe like percentage of kids that are diabetic, stuff like that maybe, and that would be cool. That'd be unique.
Maybe tell them about, the gummies and getting it in their system before the school year next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me look, Sarah, out there and see what I can find to put together for that.
Yeah.
Are we trying to set a date, or are we just talking about?
We probably should do it after school gets out. So May 30th is I think the last day of school here. I'm almost thinking, because it's just going to be crazy, I think, to get people on a call.
Yeah.
The week before or the last week of school. So maybe June, like, I'm almost thinking like a weekend, like June 9th or something. Sunday, June 9th. I know I'm out of town the weekend at ASCO, May 30th through June 3rd. So I can't do that weekend.
Well, we could try for the 9th. I'm going to be in Colorado, so, which isn't a big deal. But let's put that down tentatively, and let me see what I can find to put together. So we're looking at a Zoom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good. And then we start getting into the summer, and I think it'll be challenging to do. We might do some Facebook stuff like we did last summer. I think we did a Shred 10 Facebook. I remember doing that in Colorado. Because I remember sitting out on the patio outside and just sharing my story.
Yes. I think we should probably reconvene in mid-June, like, and have a call like this and just plan out the summer.
Yeah.
And, you know, kind of go from there based on where everybody's at and what we're doing and who else we have on our team and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
we could do a call for, like, you know, San Antonio. We could do, you know, tell people about the upcoming events, San Antonio in July and Austin, and make sure we're just continuing to reiterate those live events and see who could come. So yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good starting point. So we've got talking about Juice Plus Live Conference. We've got Tower Gardens. We've got Shred 10. We've got our live event here, and then we've got the Healthy Starts for Families Zoom call. So that's good. I think those are all, it's a wide variety, unique, and we can kind of target people to invite. So
Yeah.
I would say, like, when inviting, like, yeah, you feel like you have to invite a lot, but just target specific people and at least get one person to commit, you know, get on the call. Just one person. Don't just, like, throw out a wide blanket to invite millions of people to these calls. Like, target specific people, you know, are interested in Tower Gardens or have kids that aren't on the product, or, you know what I mean? I know you guys know this, but I think I've learned through the years not to just invite everyone and their dog, because then you're continually inviting them. So, yeah, that sounds good. And then I know we're kind of running up on time here. So the next thing on the agenda was just talking about those live events. We've already kind of talked about them. But I'm going to tentatively be attending San Antonio. We'll see who all is able to come, and then go from there. And I just wanted to again reiterate, our upline team has really been very vocal for a long time now about making sure that we utilize three-way connection calls. They work, and our upline team is there to help us. I know Brittany and Jill are readily available for those. So we will, I think, see a lot of fruitful things come from those if you can bring people to them. I mean, in Brave Leaders, it's a big part of it. And I've kind of faltered at not doing them recently, so I need to get back into doing them as well. So I'm speaking to myself too. And then the other thing was just Team Z. I kind of already mentioned it earlier, but is everybody still engaging with Team Z? Yep. Yeah, it's like, if I do it, like, I feel so good. I hadn't been very good in March, and this I'm on a streak of, like, doing it every day for the past couple of weeks. So I'm excited, except for weekends. But it's really important because it helps us to track what we're doing, helps us to be accountable to what we're doing. It helps us with follow-up, and it takes out, like, a lot of the brain work, I think, of remembering who to talk to, what to talk to, and also the pen and paper work. So it's very efficient. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but it's a very efficient way to manage your business. So highly encourage anybody that's listening to this recording that doesn't know about Team Z to just ask us more about it. We'll share with you guys our experience, and highly recommend looking into starting a trial of it. So that is all I had tonight. Like I said, we'll probably just shoot for mid-June for our next meeting, kind of a every 2-month thing. But I know that for my goals for QNMD for this team, we have to build our volume up in the next 3 months in order to hold that volume for a while. So QNMD requires you to hold volume for a couple months before and have quite a few qualifiers. So you guys talking about qualifying your business, it's really important for the whole team as a whole in order to get to that promotion. So there might be some, frequent updates as we get closer. We might want to start recording our orders a little bit more closely and keeping track of volume. So I'll keep you posted as things develop, and as, God continues to open doors for that for us. So we will push for it and see what happens. So thank you guys. Any closing remarks from anybody else, or questions, thoughts?
Well, I just looked up here. I don't know if this will help to tie this in, but June the 9th is National Children's Day. So I don't know if we want to tie that into to the Healthy Starts for Families.
Oh, good idea, Karen.
National Children's Day. I wonder what that means.
Second Sunday in June.
Well, let's see if we can tie it in. Heck yeah.
Yep. That might get more traction to people, because we're tying it into a national day thing.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Okay. Well, I know that I'm going to work. I have two things to work on: is to structure the JP Live Zoom event we're going to do, and then the Healthy Starts for Families National Children's Day. So I'll be working on those kinds of presentations. The other presentations are all out there, ready to go from the other things. I know the Tower Garden one is out there, but you're going to get that to Karen. So
Yeah.
I think we're in pretty good shape for those, but I'll work on structuring these other two.
Yeah, exactly. Karen can own the Tower Garden one. We already have a Shred Tin one as well, so I can own that as far as leading that one. And then our live event, we already have a script for that too, so we should be good. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Mama. All right. Well, everybody have a good evening. Thanks for hopping on, and I will put this recording in our chat so hopefully our other friends can listen in and hear what's going on and what's planned. And I'll try to summarize maybe like a little bit of minutes so everybody knows what we have scheduled. So, sound good? All right. Good night.
Sounds
Yep.
good.
Sounds good.